Yo, 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 what is up, my peoples? Your boy JV back at it again. All right, so on this one, I got some stuff to get off my chest as far as cryptocurrencies go. I believe that shit just fucking broke out. Excuse my French. But I believe that I'm looking at my charts here and it is looking juicy AF. I didn't want to make the video until it officially was out of my zone, but it just happened a couple 2 hours ago, and I wanted to go ahead and let everybody know. So here we are. Shit is looking crazy. Let me show you guys. So I have a lot of my friends that also trade and as well as other YouTubers that I've seen that say they're still waiting on a 20K Bitcoin. So this is the scenario I'm guessing they're waiting to play out right here from the main trend line. Oh, it's a little crooked there. But from the main trend line, they're expecting it to go down and hit. I'm gonna just make a new trend and hit that mark around 20K. So before I continue, guys, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what time it is already, but I'm not a certified financial advisor. Anything in this video is just for educational purposes only. Whatever decisions you make are your sole decisions to make, and I take no part in. Okay, so right here, this is looking freaking beautiful as far as a pattern, right? They're like, oh man, we're hitting the shoulder, we're gonna come back down, we're just touching the trend, and they're expecting it a rebound. But I said it since we were over here. I said I believe we are already on our way back up. We're gonna break this. I thought this was the actual breakout, but then whenever we came back in the zone, I said it. I was like, man, we'll probably just end up messing around and touch the green zone one more time. And it actually went and touched it twice. So after, let me take that out of there. So after we touched it twice, it held as support the whole time, the $30,000, $28,000 zone, and we managed to rebound back up. This right here, when it touched there, it was such a beautiful retest, and then we rebounded back down on a 1 hour divergence or so, and 4 hour divergence. So on a 4 hour, 1 hour divergence, we ended up peaking. We ended up coming back down. Whenever we did come back down, we started creating these higher highs here. So I believe that we already are on the way up. I have a couple of my friends that are looking at this as a bull trap, and they're expecting it to go down. This is divergent still on a 4 hour scale, but on a daily scale, it looks like it is ready to go and mess around, make a higher high. But it messing around outside of the trend is my point that I'm getting to. It is the whole reason why I said this video has to be made. So the other video we made was when it was over here. I said we were rebounding and we had to break 42,500 or so and close outside of the trend. That's what I had said. So that's why I have this drawn up here, because I thought we were gonna go up, touch the trend, and we could possibly rebound and go all the way down there, or we were gonna break out of it. This other scenario here is when it actually touched the trend. I said we were gonna come down and we were gonna retest around the green and then bail out. I moved that out of there. So I think that is still the scenario that is playing out. The retest and then we're bailing out of here because we have already broken outside of the trend. More than just the trend, we have broken outside of this whole support resistance area that had built up, and now we're messing around outside of that price action. If we manage to hold in a daily candle, which is this candle here, if we manage to hold this daily candle above $43,000, it is clear as day in my eyes, in my point of view. If we manage to hold above 43,000, that we are gone with the wind and we are making a higher high. And it only makes sense. I was going over this with one of my clients earlier, that Bitcoin right now, for it to go down and then go back up, that would end up having to be around, let's say October. And for it to go and waste, how my terminology, waste this whole time until October, coming back down, it's just too much time. By October, November, I believe that we should already be at a higher high somewhere over here, and then maybe we could retest and then possibly keep on going and even make a higher high by March. So on this scale of where we're at now, doing, I think it was this. Okay, so yeah, so doing the Fibonacci from, let's say, here to the higher high, you're looking at around 86, 87, 88,000. So I had already said in multiple videos that I believe is going to go from 88 to 115 or so, but I think that we're going to hit somewhere around that level and just not necessarily hit 100K the first time before a massive correction, which would be this massive correction, right? So let's say we go up to around 88K before that massive correction, come back down, and then just kind of wick off and then go back up so that we're above the 100,000 zone. But either scenario, what I'm going for right now is a higher high by around the end of the year, December. So we'll see how Bitcoin is looking by then. Yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that this thing has just broken out on the 4-hour daily scale, and this is a major play, how it looks like and what it's about to do. Another thing that I was telling my client was that I saw in a video that some people were saying that it still had to go close all these orders that it had in other levels. But I want to show you something on Bitcoin. What is this? KuCoin? Yeah. No, I need to go to Bitmart, Coinbase. Bitstamp. Okay, so here on Bitstamp, guys, is probably one of the only brokers that you're gonna be able to see Bitcoin when it was at oh man, it's not even on here. It was at $4 or $5. But they don't even have it on this one. Point is that I wanted to show you from whenever it was at those prices and it ended up getting out of there. Look at this huge bull run that never got closed. It never came back to close that. That's 1,000, that's 1,300 to 1,700. It never went back to close that. This down here. All right. You can't even see it. But whenever it was at around this price action here, from the $5 to the like $15, $20, there was a gap as well it never went back to close it. It never went back to close this huge price gap, you know, imbalance, if you will. A lot of people actually know the word. So imbalance. It never went to close that imbalance from that 13 to that 17. And then check this out. This is 2017. And then this is where we're at now, guys. So the 20,000 to the 28,000, that's the new gap. That's the new gap. So we've been having these gaps on every single price action whenever it does this crazy bull run. And I believe this is the gap. This is the gap that we're in right now. So a lot of people are still waiting for it to come and close this gap. I don't believe it's going to close it. I think that you were lucky if you got in around $28,000, $30,000 zone. I really believe that you were lucky if you got those prices, because we're about to see this go and make a higher high, massive bull run. If you got in even at 30,000, you're about to double your money at 60K when it goes back to 60K again. So huge returns are coming. Huge money is getting piled in by big corporations, big funds, big names out there, and the smart money. You know, follow the smart money, guys. They used to tell you something and then do something else behind the, you know, our back, behind closed doors. But now they could tell us something as far as like Bitcoin's bad, da 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 da. But you could actually see the transparency in the blockchain, and you can see that these corporations are actually buying huge amounts while they're over there talking about stay away, because they want people to sell their Bitcoin. They don't want people to get in. They want the FOMO so they can get it cheap. You know, don't be one of those people, guys. Huge divergence on daily right here as I look at it. So, you know, this daily candle has to close above $43,000 in order for it to be confirmed. We could mess around a couple daily candles around here, but it has to stay above that price action, which is the $40,000 zone. So we have to stay above $40,000 period. But if we manage to close above 43,000, you know, man, which just a small move, you're looking at $45,000. If we manage to close anywhere from 43 to 45, it is just a done deal in my eyes. Could not be clearer than that. And that would have already broken out completely out of that divergent peak. So we'll see what happens. According to my calculations, if we go back to Binance, I have calculated, you know, just throwing some crazy numbers out there, that I came up with a couple of different ways. But, you know, just to keep it simple, guys, my prediction that in the next 5 years, by 2026, we should be at anywhere from 150 to $250,000 of Bitcoin. And there's different ways to go and you know, do your own prediction on that. But just from what I have ended up, you know, from all the knowledge that I have acquired and put into this analysis, we are looking at it going to around 150. And if you follow the fibs, then we would end up at around $250 a Bitcoin. So, you know, we'll see, guys. We'll see. It depends on a lot of factors, but even if it takes longer or less, I think it's inevitable. It's inevitable just on the mathematics behind Bitcoin. And yeah, guys, I hope that y'all are in for the ride. I hope that y'all are ready, because shit is about to get crazy. Chainlink, if y'all did not cop some Chainlink on that discount, I don't know what y'all are doing with y'all's life if y'all didn't, man. So check this shit out. Chainlink, man. I said we could reach probably $2. We could go to it's $18, 19. And we could go as low as $16 was my prediction. And each one I said buy. I said wherever it goes, buy. And it actually went all the way to the trend line sideways, and it broke through for a quick second and touched $13.70. Damn. Oh man, I wish I could have been right there. I ended up copying a bunch of it at $16. Well, not a bunch, but just for my financial situation, it was a bunch of Chainlink at $16. Huge cop on that one. And we have managed to go and rally to $24. Beautiful rally. It is not looking like it is close to stopping, but right now it does look like we might see a retracement, to be honest. If we see the retracement, then you should watch out for the $19 zone, $20 zone, so that you can cop the next wave up to around $32. All right. So this one is it's a no-brainer. Just keep stacking on Chainlink, guys. I definitely will do the same. But yeah, with that being said, I hope that I got some nuggets. We'll see how it plays out. And before I go, so on Bitcoin, I am so confident that we are out of there and we will not touch $20,000. That I have bet $500 with one of my boys. So I'm betting $500 with one of my boys, and he says it's going to 20K. He says it is, and I don't know. I think he's about to lose some money. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. I'm either gonna have to pay up or he's gonna have to pay up. On the FTMO challenge, if y'all are wondering on that, I'm gonna give y'all an update tonight. I'm gonna let you know what's up with that. But for sure, with that, I'm outie. Boy JV.